Chat, as I was saying, I had one aggravated ass morning.
No, y'all get one mic. We get one mic. Okay, Jordan.
We need more
Okay.
mics.
Yeah.
Well, we needed more mics,
Anyways, tell me about your morning, bro.
bro. Right. So everyone's had a dirty room before, right? Man, this morning I woke up. I started getting ready. I was like, damn, I really need to fucking clean my room.
Like, what time you wake up though?
I woke up at like 4:30.
What?
Like, fuck that, bro. I'm sleeping in.
Who
I'm
wakes up
sleeping
at
in
four?
today,
You wake.
bro.
What time you wake up?
7.
I wake up at 7, bro. I feel like it's better, just all around, because in my mental headspace, you know. What time you wake up?
7.
Well, I'm gonna have to be waking up at like 4:30 in like a month when I move to Orlando.
Oh, so you're practicing.
I'm practicing, bro. I'm getting in that habit.
That's
Joey,
good.
have you done the study sinks?
No, I have not. I have not locked
Do you
in.
have the answers to study sinks?
I think so. Study
Could
stinks.
you send them to me, please?
Yeah, I got you. Turn your airdrop on.
I reinstalled NFS Unbounded. Anyways, Drake's a bitch. That's all I got.
What do you think of the beef, bro?
Drake's a bitch.
Whose side are we on?
I'm on Team Kendrick.
I am not on Drake's. He's
Man, how do I got SOS? Alrighty. I am honestly.
You tired?
No, I'm thinking, bro. I'm pondering.
Oh, okay.
I haven't listened to the diss tracks. I haven't listened to any of them. Ever since like J. Cole dropped out of the beef, I haven't paid much attention to it. I will say, I do fuck with.
You don't know what you fuck with.
I don't know what I fuck with. I've heard like Meet the Grams once, and I didn't dissect the lyrics. But the intro was very good to Meet the Grams. That shit went like.
Kendrick's winning.
Kendrick is winning. I will say that
He's winning.
he's whooping Drake's ass. Drake needs to like pop a self revive or some shit. The beat.
Mini's a pop a mini. Stem. Please
Marty.
excuse.
Drake is on sorry ass.
I don't know how that helped you, but yeah, that
He's
did.
sorry, man. He can't come back from that.
No, it did. It's
From that diss track.
No, it wasn't.
Bro made a letter to everybody in his family, man. I still have yet to listen
I
to
have an
Drake's
interview
song.
today, and I might take a drug test. So I have this with me.
Why do you need that with you?
Because he's
Drinking
gonna
now.
get drug tested, and I guess it cleans out his system,
It
maybe.
cleans out your system. Not sponsored.
Throw it to the camera. Not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by them,
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
but we are sponsored by Chiefs Water.
Best water ever.
Stay hydrated.
I come in the classroom talking about some no water at all throughout the day, and your boy's parched. I look over there, I see a big gallon of water. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chief's water. Buy now in stores today.
I need to turn in all my paper assignments tomorrow.
Where do we go after?
Tonight, bro.
Tonight? What do you mean tonight?
We turn in our criminals tomorrow. Or today.
No, like paper assignments.
Mm.
I'm turning in all my assignments tonight. I might stay up. Like I got that concert, but I honestly might just stay up and fucking do all that damn work.
Concert.
Man, has high school been a ride? Is that crazy? We're about to graduate in less than a week?
How do you feel
A week
about
or
it?
two?
A week.
Why are you writing your
A week.
excuse now?
Saturday.
A week from Saturday, we graduate.
I have
That's
a
just
doctor's
crazy.
appointment, but like I swore that this week was gonna go by slow because it's our last week. It
It's
did
already
not go
fucking
by slow.
Thursday. It's Thursday, bro.
We leave
got,
tomorrow.
like, half a day
Like-
left.
We leave tomorrow.
That is actually outrageous. I can't believe that. You know, I remember being that little ass kid, seeing those people walk through the hallways, be like, "Yo, I want that to be me." And look at it, it's actually gonna be me.
I think it's gonna hit me whenever like we're like on Friday and we have to go home. When I'm in my car to go home, I think that's when it's gonna hit me. Like, damn, this is my last time here.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm happy. so fucking excited to get out of here, bro.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Same here.
Like I'm gonna miss it, but just for like the socializing aspect.
I spell appointment.
APPT.
That's the part I'm gonna miss the most. Is the socializing with people. Because to be honest, bro, I've been involved with so many different friend groups. Like throughout high school, I've been involved with so many different type of friend groups.
Bro, I think my peak friend group, or like the most fun I've ever had, was sophomore year when me, Hondro, and Adrian, we were the cheerleaders for the softball team. And every home game and every away game, well, some away games, we went to some of them. Every like home game, it was we'd always just try to like make as much noise and try to mess up the other people, and it worked. It really worked. So we just like fuck it. We're having fun. We might as well just come. And so after every single softball game, we used to go to Sonics. Everybody and their mamas went to Sonics.
Y'all remember that those times?
That
After
was
every football game, Sonic. Or like
Sonic was always a move after like games,
I'm not looking into this shit.
and it felt like pretty cool to be a part of that like clique as a fucking sophomore, bro.
yeah.
Because there was like Eric was there. I remember at Sonics they lifted up the table and through the little speaker they're like, "Sir, can you please put it on our table?" That shit was so funny, bro.
Where's it at?
So since we're on the topic of high school, I think we should go around saying something we regret and a piece of advice. We'll start with you.
Okay. Let me ponder like 5 seconds.
Can you go to the schedule real quick? Where do we go after this?
Second.
We go to second.
And then it's fifth, right?
Yeah, fifth, and then.
No, we go to fifth.
Wait, do we go?
No, we go.
Yeah,
no.
fifth is the last period.
No, I
We go to
thought
fifth.
seventh was the last. Yeah.
Fifth.
Oh no, it's third. It's 6, 2, 3, 5.
Hey, can I thought seventh period was the last period today?
Nope. No more Dusty.
You still gotta see him tomorrow.
Maybe.
6, 2, 3.
Yeah, I need this.
Oh yeah. Nah, bro, I got it. One thing I regret in high school.
Dun, dun, dun,
And then a
dun.
piece of advice.
We gonna add some dramatic music to this part.
One thing I do regret is definitely not trying, and definitely getting my ticket, even though it was like outside of school. Man, I had to fucking wait an entire year to just get my driver's license, and I was this close to getting it, bro. This fucking close. I was 1 month away, and I had to wait an entire year.
What were you? Why did you get your ticket?
Legal reasons I can't talk about.
Fair enough.
But man, guys, don't get a ticket, please.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.
Don't drive under the influence.
Unless you're good at it.
See, I regret a lot of stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I regret a lot of stuff. Like, I agree with Randy. I regret not trying my freshman year. Because that's why my GPA is all fucked up right now. It's a 2.6. But there's a shit ton of stuff like this. Like, the thing I regret the most is trusting certain people. That's one thing I regret the most was trusting certain people and letting them in my life. Because all they did was, quote unquote, use me.
Are you paying attention?
And then they go behind your back. Well, basically,
Yeah.
basic high school shit where they just go behind your back and talk shit about you. But trusting certain people, they know who they are, or I think they know who they are. We're not going to trust those people because we're not trying to give them a platform, but fuck those people.
I think
Like the big three is just big me.
yeah, type shit. Right? Alright, Joey. What's one thing you regret?
Why you got the school colors?
I regret not locking in Spanish class because like my grade was I got two D's in that class. And about my GPA from like a 3.5 to 2.8.
What Spanish class was it?
And it made me so mad because like I was doing good. I was gonna go to Princeton. I was gonna go to I don't know.
Boy, what the hell, boy?
Anyways,
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
oh my god. Yeah, so I fucked up, and now like I'm barely bringing up to like a 3.0 barely. It's hard.
Yo, fuck Guzman's class, bro. That shit fucked me up freshman year. Miss Guzman's class. Fuck no, bro. Going through all that COVID shit, bro. Because I'm telling you,
How was
freshman year,
COVID?
bro. Freshman year, I got sent home more than 10 times, bro. Every single fucking week, I would get called into the nurse's office saying that I had someone around me have COVID or some shit, and I had to be quarantined. Like that was bullshit,
Bro, freshman year was insane, bro. COVID, bro. COVID freshman year. Man, what a time. I mean, that shit was crazy, bro. I had senior friends that were barely there, and then I think they were like, "All right, no more staying from home. You guys got to come to school now."
Yo, I remember a lot of people did that shit. They just stayed home.
That was me. That was literally me.
Didn't they like set the max to like 30?
I think so. Yeah.
No, okay, so I remember
No, bro.
I was like not at school, like cuz they had this thing where like everything was online, like there was like no paperwork at all. So I would just stay home and do it at home. And I remember I had like I think I only went to school basically for like 40 days. The rest I was not there. And I had ended up getting credited now for that. And that's my thing that I regret for high school is like not taking that year serious cuz like I've always been a scholar, I've always been an honor student, but like that year like really set me up for failure. Like now I'm trying to pull up a 2.6 GPA. Like I should be front row summa cum laude. Like no. Take school seriously, like, and don't let other things get in front of it cuz I think I like allowed myself to like get distracted by like friends and stuff like that. Put your education first cuz like you can worry about that stuff when you have money. Right now you don't have money, so you need to lock in.
That's another thing I regret, not getting a like week to week job.
Yeah, yeah. I started working like right at 17, but I should have started at 16. You know how much money I would have had saved up if I would have started as soon as I was legally able to get a job.
Nah, because I'm telling you, I would ref
I
on the
need money.
weekends.
Wait, what?
I would ref on the weekends, and I'm telling you, like refereeing soccer games is like it pays pretty good. But the down parts of that shit is the parents and the coaches. They are like so annoying sometimes. They scream at me for no reason. I don't listen. I just stay quiet. And I had a parent tell me once, "Does he not talk?" Because they were talking to me, and I was just quiet as fuck. Like I was like, I'm not trying to put up with their bullshit today. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're already making a ruckus. I was like, I'm not putting up with their bullshit. And they kept talking to me. They kept screaming, like, "Rat, that's a foul. That's a foul." No, it's not. Anyways, I wish I worked week to week, like Monday to Friday, ref on the weekends. Would have had hella bread by now.
What about your piece of advice
Piece of advice.
to like someone who's gonna be a freshman?
Make as many friends as possible.
Now, fuck friends. You don't need no friends. You just need a little click. That's it.
Acquaintances.
You just need a little click.
Network.
Network. You do better.
Do network.
Yeah.
A piece of advice. Time is money. Like once you waste your time, there's no getting it back. So make every day count, every second count. Start as soon as you can, because the later you start, the more people are advancing ahead of you. So if you really want it, chase it. Start today. Just start somewhere. It's better than not starting.
Piece of advice I gotta tell people is don't think just because you don't go to parties and shit like that that you're weird and shit. No, I didn't go to no parties. I didn't go to prom, homecoming. I ain't go nowhere. I stayed home.
Roger.
Where'd you get that picture?
Like sometimes it's better to stay home. You gotta separate yourself from the pack. So whenever people are out there having fun, you're out there grinding. It's like Roger said. If you have something you want to, like you love, put your mind to that shit, and separate yourself from them. That's all I gotta say.
Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started. Most important thing I feel like, most important thing I feel like you need to focus on during school, dude, is like managing yourself and like organizing yourself. Because at the end of the day, bro, if you don't do this one assignment, and then you wait till the next week, and don't do this other assignment, and wait till the next week, don't do this other
Bro,
assignment.
speaking from experience right now, bro.
Don't dig your hole, okay? Pause.
Chill.
Whoa.
Chat.
Don't just don't fall behind, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be stressing out and everything. And I know you probably heard this millions of times. And if you're a procrastinator and everything, just don't. You'll be happier at the end of the day.
I can
And then
agree
you
with
can
that.
lock in on money too as well, instead of school.
Just give me the money.
My piece of advice is to definitely experience. I know a lot of like almost all of them said to like don't go to parties, this and that, but I think there's a difference between like just going out and then having like a balance. I think you should have a balance on you locking in on your work but also experiencing. I kind of also regret like not having like a lot of, not like a lot of friends, but like I didn't go to a lot of activities and stuff, and that's what makes like high school memorable, like those experiences. But yes, also like locking on your work, because like Joy said, if you don't do them,
You have the most friends out of everybody here.
I don't. I have the most acquaintances. I don't have friends, but like I'm cool with all of these people, and like I go
It
to
makes
like
sense.
like okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like Joey said, don't like miss out on assignments or work or whatever. Cause look at him, he's doing it like 2 days before we leave. That does add up. It will
Supposed to
catch
be
up
for
to
real.
you. It will catch up to you. That's all I have to say.
See, I'm not saying don't
I'm
go to
watching
parties.
YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, no, like don't go like do
I'm
nothing
not
at all.
saying
But
don't
like,
go to parties, but like if you're not like into that, because to be honest, like I'm not into partying and shit. So like
yeah,
I'd rather stay home and do something. But
yeah,
then again, if you're gonna stay home, like be productive. Do
yeah.
something.
Also that, yeah.
Don't just sit around on your ass scrolling through TikTok. No, don't do that.
Oh no, don't do it.
Avoid TikTok. Avoid
Cut.
TikTok. When you go home, spend like 2 hours doing work, okay? It's gonna suck. But it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done. For some motivational right now.
Become the alpha.
Become the alpha. How at the moon if you have to.
We should bring on some guests. I think.
I think we should get Miss Valenti.
Yeah.
No.
Miss Valenti is a guest.
She just starts fatting herself.
Let's bring. I think at least 2 students.
Let's get 2 students and then Miss
2
Valenti.
students. 1 boy, 1 girl.
All right, I'm gonna go get my yearbook signed, guys.
You want to be our guest?
We're gonna take a
Honor-
quick break. We're gonna take a quick break
We'll
while we
be
get
right
the.
back. We're gonna go get some guests.
We're gonna get some guests, so we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay, we have a couple of guests here. We have Phoenix and Kimberly. Thank you for being here. Today's video is all about the high school experience. So, we've been talking about like what we regret and like pieces of advice or like things you experienced, stuff like that. So, do you want to go first or do you want to go first?
I'll go first. What are y'all gonna ask me, or y'all just want me to give a brief? Yeah. All right. So one thing I do regret is if you're going off to college, like I regret not being more active. I'm going to a good college. I'm going to FSU, but I regret not being more active in like things outside of school. Like I wish I would have joined honor society earlier. I wish I would have been in outside programs. I wish I would have been in FFA. I wish I would have been a part of like every other thing because it gives you, it looks good on your resume and it gives you a mind to be open minded. And then for college, you're gonna be with hundreds, thousands of people. You need to be open minded and adapt to a different environment and everything. And I feel like doing that in high school, that would perfectly translate. Like being a part of stuff would perfectly translate to college.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would say also my biggest regret was not joining things and being more active in school groups. It does make you stand out if college is like what you're trying to go for. Also, procrastinating was a big thing for me. Procrastination is like a big thing I need to work on still. I still get good grades, but I mean, don't do it. But But yeah, another thing that was memorable this year for sure was being able to do like this whole journey with Joanna and our CNA class, and just being able to do that milestone together. So that was pretty memorable and nice to do. So
Yeah.
Craziest high school experience.
Craziest high school experience. Ooh, craziest high school experience. You wanna
Did it
go?
happen
You wanna
to
go
you?
first?
I know mine. There was a fight, and this like when the golf cart was like riding around everywhere. I think that was one of those for sure. That was pretty funny.
All right, there were
Yeah, the golf carts were just running around by themselves.
there were a lot of fights, but one thing that I can't get over is probably the one time where it was a dude so far away. This was most recent. This is really recent. It was a dude so far away. He was like Walmart One Dixie, which is a couple of miles away from the
Oh,
school.
that incident.
And
Yeah.
then they call like they didn't even say like it was a drill. They just said code red, code red. They had everybody panicking, attacking, and running in the rooms, and the school was on lockdown for like a decent minute. And then like everybody was scared, heard people crying, and like their voice was shaking and everything. And then just come to find out the dude was like somewhere else and stuff. Like and then the teachers were saying, "Run in the classroom, he's coming." Like Miss Aubrey was saying, Miss Aubrey was saying, "Run in the classroom." He's like, "He's coming, he's coming." I'm like, "Who's coming?" Oh, somebody was shooting up the school. Yeah.
So even though I missed a lot of school, that was one of the days I did miss, which I don't regret. So that was
Yeah.
that was pretty smart. I
Yeah.
think missing that day.
Yeah.
But
Some people stole marshmallows from the fucking lunchroom. I was
what
in
the
there.
fuck?
They went in the little fucking storage room and they're stealing shit in there. They had like cups of fruits and stuff like that. I was like, bro, what the fuck? They're munching.
Anybody else got a question?
What's one thing that like? Oh, I don't know if I should ask that actually. I see.
Is anything outrageous to be fair? I could just edit it out.
Let's keep it simple. What's one like person that you would want like your friend crush, like basically that you wish in the beginning you would like actually introduce yourself and like made friends with, and you think you would vibe with. I think.
So like somebody I don't like really talk to now.
Yeah.
I wish I talked to
Yeah.
them more. All right, so now that I'm going off to college, there's obviously a lot of people that I wish I could talk to more, but a lot of them would be one guy that I found like really sincere, and I feel like didn't know him for long, and I feel like I actually kind of have a relationship for him, and like I feel like a best friend already. And he don't even talk much. Like even outside of school, I just see him at like church and stuff. Dougie, you know Dougie. I feel like very connected to Dougie. Shout out Dougie if you see this. That would be my answer. Here you go, Kim.
Okay.
What was the question? I'm gonna be honest, probably no one. I think I've kept my same friend group for like the longest, and that's who I'm most comfortable with. So, I mean, it's nice meeting new people, but to kind of get close to them, I think I'm good off of that. So, that's my perspective on that.
Okay. And John into the opposite, which it's okay to throw shade here. Who's somebody that you wish you cut off earlier, or just doesn't is like too negative for you?
Personally, I think I cut off everyone during middle school. Once going into
Middle
high
school?
school, I cut everyone off, honestly. Yeah, so I've kept like with one friend, as you guys all know, Sydney. So, yeah.
I would say otherwise. I did the opposite of like Kim. Like me personally, I didn't cut off anybody because my view. I feel like even if I do say a person is bad or like not a good influence, I might say, if I do see them as like not a good influence towards me or anything, then I still like don't regret it, you know, because I feel like they just helped me become who I am.
That's good.
So, yeah.
I think that's all. I think we got a pretty good like perspective on other people's experiences. So thank you guys for being here.
No problem.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
The book.
Oh gosh.
We are
After a
back.
short break.
Yes.
I already wrote my thank you
I already
letter.
wrote 2 thank you letters.
I've already wrote mine.
Yo, teacher that changed
Yes, I was gonna
the
say
course
that.
of your high school career, or however you
Yeah, a
want to put
teacher
it.
that like inspired you or like that changed your
Oh, I'm about to
mind.
throw some shade.
Oh,
I'm about to
for the
throw
good
some
or
shade.
better, what
For
teacher was that?
good and better.
Justin Lee Graham. Now, let me tell you, going into sophomore year with a new band director, honestly, it was very challenging, but I really enjoyed that year. Sophomore year was really fun. That was, I think, the best year of Mr. Graham. I would always be in his classroom just skipping, farting around. We had a seventh period of podcast in there. Man, it was really fun. Now, over time, I do believe his wife did get into his head and really morphing
For the
him
people that
into
don't know
who
who's
he
his
is.
wife,
Who's his wife?
Whoa.
For the
Wait,
record,
are you gonna say
wait.
her name?
I mean, I government named
Oh, you said his
Mr.
whole
Graham.
government name, so I mean, I
We can
guess
just beep it
If
out.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But Gabrielle Graham, man, I think the wife really put like a deteriorating state of Mr. Graham, where he just got more less understanding of us. Because now, if you look at band, the Grahams, the Grahams, man,
I got
they think
trust.
they think that everything and everyone's life has to be consistent around band. Oh, you don't go to this practice? Oh no, zero. You got work? Call off of work. Don't make money. What the fuck? I mean, we got lives. We got different lives. We got different careers that we're gonna go down. Band's not gonna be my number one priority. Making money is. If I'm gonna be making money with band, then sure, I'm making my number one priority. But I'm not going to. And it's gotten to the point where it's just everyone is really sick and tired of Mr. Graham, and I the and the way that he runs things. Because it chat, if you were there sophomore year to now, you'd understand.
See, I got two. I got one that, well, one of them's not really a teacher, but that person really played a big role in my sport. For the record, people probably know who I'm talking about, but I don't give a fuck. We're not holding back on this shit. This is unhinged. But the teacher who changed me the most, I have two. I had Miss Thompson, which I love Miss Thompson.
I hate Miss Thompson.
Like everybody had mixed feelings about Miss Thompson. Some people say they hated her, some people loved her. I was one of the people who loved her, and I could tell she loved me back. If you could tell, Rogelio, me and Miss Thompson got along like very well. Like,
Was it the Holocaust class?
yeah, the Holocaust, that class, and then
English?
English.
English 2.
Yeah,
English 2 was fun, man.
Yeah.
The memories, bro. Let me tell you, chat. Sorry, Joey and Renee, but chat. Fourth period with Renee, we had it was me, Renee, Phoenix,
the legend,
the legend,
Lisa.
Matt, Lisa,
Natty,
uh,
Casey.
chat. Everyone was in that. We had a stacked roster in that class, and every single day it was the best.
Yeah, we felt like the Bulls. We felt like like Michael Jordan and his team with the Bulls. Yeah, we felt like that.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you, there was so much shit that went on in that class. Like, we wouldn't get no work done on. Like, I'm not even lying to you. We would just sit there and yap the whole entire class period. And Miss Thompson would tell us, "Do your work, do your work," and then she'd get into like a conversation with all of us, and we just wouldn't get nothing done. But the majority of the class period, she spent getting me and Kason in trouble. The majority of the class, me and Kason were always getting in trouble.
Remember, I always got the legend in trouble, and like one day I got him in trouble, and Miss Thompson told him to look to the bathroom door and like turn his desk towards the bathroom door, and the legend kept on like looking back at me or like looking around, and every single time he looked around, I was like, "Turn around, Daniel! You're not supposed to be doing that, Daniel." It was just so funny. I miss that class. That's one class I really do miss.
Yeah, but the way she changed me was that she really opened my mind. Like to that point, I was a little goofball. I think I still am. Like I really calmed down now. Since last year, I really calmed down. But she changed my life because she helped me score passing grade on my ELA FSA. To that point, I'm telling you, I felt I flunked the fuck out of the FSA freshman year. I got a one. It was bad. I failed everything freshman year. My geometry, my English, everything. In tenth grade year, she changed me because I started doing my work more. And to this point, I've done my work up to this point. Like I'm on time doing my work and shit. To that up to that point, I would just turn in shit late. Like the day before it was due, I just like type it all out and turn it in. But she changed me for the better with that. And now here we go. The person who really fucked shit up for me is Julio Castillo. People may know him as the varsity coach, or he was the varsity coach. But basically, freshman year, bang, I was straight good at soccer. Like I was doing good. Going into the summer of 10th grade, I was grinding. Like I was putting that work in. I was out there from. I would go out there and run in the mornings and then practice and shit. Season starts. I make the team. We have no goalie because our goalie got kicked off the team. And you know what he does? He puts me in goalie. Like he does not even talk to it about. He didn't come to me and told me, "Are you okay with me putting in your goalie?" No, he didn't do that. He put me in goalie, and that pissed me off. And that like just really brought my high school soccer experience down because from that point on, I played goalie. And then this season, I didn't even get a play. I was a senior. I didn't even fucking get a play. I got benched for the majority of the season. Comes to districts, he plays a fucking unexperienced sophomore over me, and we get destroyed 5-0. Thank you, LaBelle. I really appreciate that. Because I fucking hated that shit. Like, I'm telling you, I hated that shit. Joey, your turn.
Real quick, who's the goalie?
Uh, Dallas, because I understand why he put Dallas, but the the goalie, the sophomore goalie, his name was Junior. I don't know if you know him. Junior. Well, basically, he got expelled. Like, not like right after soccer season. Bro was baked, and he went into a classroom and he smelled like straight fucking weed. They told me, so he got expelled.
Never really had like a bad experience with teachers like that. Like there'd be a lot of people like, oh, I hate this teacher. Oh, I hate this teacher.
Fuck Mr. Woods.
But I feel like I've always been on the good side of like every single teacher. And that's
No,
not
I'm
like
saying,
that's not like to be like a goody two shoes or anything. But I've always tried to like give off that like that vibe, the goody two shoes vibe. Even though you know, but like at the end of the day, it kind of kept me like under the radar in a way. But I think towards like the end of the year, I kind of like started like yapping more, especially in this class. So it's like some people would kind of get annoyed about like how loud like our group would be and stuff like that. But I mean, I always kept myself like kind of clean slate. Never had got in trouble or anything. So I think yeah, the teacher that impacted me most so was like Mr. Alden. You know, a lot of people say that he's a good teacher and all, but like I feel like him on a personal level, he kind of like would check up on you and stuff, and that really kind of kept me going in a way. But honestly, like through it all, hands down, Miss Thomas, she was there all the time, everything. You know, like
Miss Claire
she was,
Thomas.
yeah, she was,
For the records, Miss Thomas is one of my. She's in the top 5 of my favorite teachers in high school.
yeah, she's
That lady
awesome.
is, I don't know, she's on a different level for niceness.
Yeah,
Just like Miss Chansey, nice matters.
no, I think people might feel some other way about Miss Chancey though. Anyways,
I didn't have Miss Chancey, but I heard she's chill and like she looks like she has a really good vibe. Like you don't even have to talk to her, but like just looking at her, you know she's like a good person. But I think I'm gonna start with my teachers that like kind of had a negative impact on me. Both of these teachers were because they were yapping about me, and that was like unprofessional of them on their part. So my first teacher was Miss Ashley, my Spanish teacher freshman year. I wasn't, like I said earlier, I wasn't coming to school, and I remember telling her that like I was behind on assignments, but I could easily catch up on them because I know Spanish. I'm in a Spanish class. I'm not gonna struggle with those assignments. And I remember her asking me why was I behind, and I told her that, oh, I'm planning my quinceañera, and she tells me in front of the whole class, oh, your parents are gonna make you a quinceañera and you're not doing good in school. Que vergüenza. And I kind of got offended because I was like, that's none of your business. Your work is easy as fuck. So I mean, I don't know what the problem is. And I remember her like saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to y'all privately." No, she just like straight up dissed me in front of the whole class, saying how I'm behind. I don't deserve what my parents are doing for me, this and that. And it's just like, why are you like you're just a teacher? Like, do your job. And then another teacher who kind of did a similar thing was Miss Thompson, the one that he liked.
Fucking love Miss Thompson.
She was like a as an English teacher, she did her job pretty well, but like on a personal level, I had her first period, so I was like always late to her class, and because I would always wake up late, sometimes I wouldn't even go to her class. And I had friends who had her for other periods, and they would tell me like, "Oh, Miss Thompson's literally talking about you, like dissing you for never being in her class, this and that." That doesn't need to be shared to other classes. Like, I don't know why is a teacher talking about a student, name dropping a student name to her other classes and using them like as an example for like a bad, like she was using me basically as a bad example. And I think that was very unprofessional of her. So like I don't forgive her for that because it's just like I had like personal matters, and like I don't know, I just like she was a good teacher. I learned a lot in her class, but like I just don't think I would like trust her just because she did that. And but after that, I have good teachers. For example, Mr. Auden, he was a really good teacher. I was like always struggling in world history, but he actually made it fun. Like he loves his job. He loves his job, and it makes me love his class. And then I also Miss Godwin, she really like, I have her for my nursing class. She really pushed us to like, times were getting rough, like literally, like we were behind on like exams and stuff, but she really helped us a lot. She pushed us. Like she's that teacher you could literally text like, Miss Godwin, like I need help, and she will text you right back. And like you need a ride out somewhere, you didn't made a bad decision, she's that person to call. Like she's a great teacher, and she's also a great person at heart too. And yeah, I don't think I have like any other teachers. Like all my other teachers were like really good. Like they did their jobs well. They were very nice. But those are the ones that just like stuck out of the group. But yeah, one teacher I got beef with is definitely Miss Graham. But
Elaborate on this.
not because like she's bad towards me. Like I don't have a problem personally with her, but I have a problem with how she is towards others. I remember this one girl last year. She I don't know if I want to like spill like the details, but she had lost a family member during class. During class, that family member passed away, and so they obviously had to call her to, up to tell her. And I remember like 2 days later we had practice or something, like, or a week later, something like that. Very soon after we had practice, and I guess she couldn't go because obviously she had just lost a family member, like an immediate family member. And I remember Miss Graham telling her like, "Oh well, you still have to show up to practice." And I remember her like getting onto her because she wasn't at practice, and like she knew too because it happened in her class, so she knew dang well why she wasn't in class. And just like the fact that she doesn't care about, like Roger said, how they don't care about your outside life. They just care about if you're here, if you're putting in the effort. That's just like a problem to me too because I remember at some point like I was diagnosed with depression my junior year, I think, and this was whenever we had got bumped up another division, so we had to compete harder. And she would like really push us, but it got to the point where I was like it made me kind of hate what I used to love to do, and like I don't know, like
That's so real right
I
there.
can see it. I can see it on other kids too, where they're like they just get tired of like how she is, and then she makes like other kids lose their love of like what they love doing. And like she didn't like really like um really negatively affect me, but I see how she really negatively affected other members. And like as a coach, like all your members should love being on your team or whatever. And if they're wanting to drop out mid-season, you're doing something wrong. Like it's you're the problem.
Chill, why is that so relatable?
That's all I have to say. We're gonna bleep these names out because I don't want to get in trouble.
Man, fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, straight this last soccer season was ass. Imagine getting fucking 5-0 in the first round. Like, couldn't be me. If you had put me in, we probably would have made it further. But like you were saying, like if you have kids trying to drop out like mid-season, then they're doing something wrong. Because I'm telling you, like at one point, all the seniors on the like, he had shit ton of seniors sitting on the bench, and they all wanted to quit.
In a regional or what?
Like
Playoff?
mid-season, like everybody was like, "Yo, y'all just, like after like senior night, y'all just want to quit." And um, I was one of those people who was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just thug it out," like I don't really care. But it got like where it really like made me more mad was whenever he like this kid that he like bumped up, like that kid sleeps at his house, eats at his house, and is like at his house 24/7. So you can tell like they have a like personal connection. Everybody sees the personal connection between them two.
Yeah, another thing about coaches is when they pick favorites. Like, it's not about who's your friend; it's about what member is like genuinely has that skill. Cause I remember that like certain people would do stuff and they wouldn't get in trouble with it because they're cool with the teacher. But like, let's say you're not cool with the teacher, you're just there to do what you have to do. Then, oh my God, you get like a really bad punishment. And I was like, I don't know. I just don't find it fair. And I don't find it fair that you're giving opportunities to someone you're close with compared to someone who genuinely has that skill. No diss. No shame.
Chat. A teacher that really made me question life was Sister Maria de Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh my lord, not the nun.
Chat. It really wasn't me. It was the way she treated Renee in class.
She thought I was like she treated me like I was a fucking animal. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. She spoke to me like she was belittling me when she spoke to me. Like
She would belittle
In
him a
the place
lot.
of God, at the place of the heart of God.
Yes, that was insane. And she said that animals don't have a soul. And I know darn well my dog has a soul. The way he acts.
Oh,
no, because I'm telling you, like she would say some shit. Like she said some outrageous shit for someone. Like it got to the point where like Loki when she would belittle me and like I found it funny as fuck. So
She's
I
the
would like
reason you didn't get confirmed that year.
that's like I swear like on everything. Mother Hema told me that I was gonna get confirmed that year because I went like I swear to you, I went to every single fucking class. Like I was there every
you
week.
did all the requirements.
I did everything. And what was it like the week that
I think it was like before.
the week before we were gonna get confirmed? They pulled me aside and they're telling me that I was not gonna get confirmed that year, and I was pissed as fuck. Like I'm telling you, I was mad as shit. I told him why, and she told me, "Oh, it's because Sister Maria de Jesus said that you have not met the requirements, this, and that, and this other shit." I was like, "But you told me that all I had to do was come to class, pass the exam, and just just show up, and I'll get confirmed." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, but things changed, and this, and that." And she's like, "Oh, so you're gonna have to come another year." And I got pissed as fuck. I went home that day and I told my mom that, and my parents were pissed off. Bro. Like my dad, he fucking hates the pastors, the nuns, like the whole like he just hates the whole Catholic Church because story time. Whenever I was getting baptized, he had the father who was baptizing me. He had told my dad that I was a bastard because my parents weren't married, and my dad's like spazzed out in the middle of the church service and just cussed him out and everything. But yeah,
See, like, I don't know. That's why I don't go to church no more. Like, I do believe in God, this and that, right? Try to be a good person. But like that church specifically has just been having like a lot of controversy and like I don't know. Like that's I don't know. If you're religious, like you'd understand like you don't want to leave your religion, but like when you see that like where you go to, where you practice your faith is like
It's
not
like,
living up to their own standards.
It compares to the coach.
Yes, that like it makes you I don't know. Like that's supposed to be your safe space for God and this and that. But like the things that they do makes me think like I don't think God would appreciate that because there is recently a situation where this family paid to have the church people come bless their, like, I think it was like a graduation party. They paid, I don't know, like $300 in December to have them come bless their event. And then, they even have a picture of the receipt that, like, the church people, secretary, whatever, signed it saying, yes, we're gonna come. And the event was like in March, and they paid in December. That was like enough time to let them know, oh, we're not gonna go, this and that. But like, just seeing that, like, that my own church can't live up to their own standards, like, it makes me, like, I don't know, like, it just feels like weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a, dang, I'm with them, but like, I don't know.
I understand.
He didn't say what they did. He said that they paid in December.
They didn't show up and bless them.
The people paid in December to have the church people come bless their event. The event was supposed to take place in March. The people never showed up, and the lady that had paid for it, she made a complaint about it on Facebook because she tried to get in contact with them and they didn't get in contact back with her. And the church people blocked her. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of like, as like a bystander, as like a person like watching it happen, it's just like kind of like off-putting,
It's kind of like,
Like, brother, what is that, brother?
I could like, now that like I got older and I see like stuff with, like, I see the bigger picture through things. I can understand why my dad doesn't like going to church because like I've been getting older. I've been thinking a lot more like about religion and stuff. Like I'm telling you, like religion plays a big part of my life now. Like I thank God every day for waking me up. I thank Him for all the blessings and stuff. But like there's like certain people in like that church environment that just like I don't know. They just like give me the bad vibe.
The ick.
But I can understand why he doesn't like that because I can see where the people that help out during like getting the offerings and stuff like that. I can see where like they're favored a little bit more by the church just because they're more involved, or like the people who go like every like weekend they're more involved, and so I can see where they're getting like a little bit more favoritism over other people.
Over just like,
I don't see why they do that because that's a place that you go to
worship, to pray, to
you're a man of the people.
Yeah, you're a man of your equal. Exactly.
Someone clip that.
But anyways, like the way that going back to the sister, the way that she would belittle me was like crazy. Like, Riley, tell them one way that.
All right, chat. So basically, we were in class one day, and Renee spoke one sentence. He said one sentence. I don't know what it was, but it was something like one silly, outrageous sentence. And sister was like, Renee, if you say something stupid like that again, I'm gonna kick you out. And it was the beginning of class.
And you know what I did? I said some stupid shit again. Bro, because I'm telling you, like, when, like, the way she made it seem, like, it's funny to me. Like, when you get mad at me and, like, you say stuff to me, it makes me, like, want to laugh. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like.
She was, like, one of those, she's, like, one of those people that you can get mad and, like, it's funny. It's funny to see them mad.
That's the reason why I kept doing it, because it was just funny as fuck to see her mad. Because she was weird, because she would say some outrageous stuff. Because we asked her about Islam and shit like that, and she told us that in the Quran it says that all it talks about is
like having multiple wives,
beating them up and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not what it says in the Quran, because I'm basically the Quran is like it's like the Bible, but in whatever in Muhammad terms. She said that he was a crazy man. That I don't know. She just said he was mentally ill because and all this other stuff. And I found that outrageous. And going back to the animals don't have souls. She said, I asked her, Miss, do animals have souls? And she told me, no, they don't have souls. They're not like humans. This, and that. We come back in the next week, and I asked her the same question again. Do animals have souls? And she gets mad at me. She's like, we already talked about this. And I'm like, I know, but you never really answered my question. Do animals have souls? And she's like, they do, but they don't. Like, she didn't make no sense. She would go back
I forgot about that.
She would go back on like stuff that she was saying, and I just found it funny.
Yeah, when I was going to church school and stuff, a lot of their stuff would like contradict itself. I don't know, like believe what you want to believe in God, don't believe in God, whatever. But like sometimes just things weren't adding up, and like what? I didn't look at you.
Like, don't believe in God.
I was just like,
Don't believe in God.
I don't like. It's all on you, right? You have that free will, but like sometimes their things wouldn't add up, and you'd question them, and they would get like super offended, and I'm just like, well, I don't know, like why are you getting super?
No, because I'm telling you, like the thing that I don't like about certain Catholics is that they think that their religion is
It's like
superior
yes,
to
yes,
everybody's
that's
religion.
what I would notice. Yes, and they would just like diss everybody else. Like, didn't God say love each other like no matter what?
I have
Like
a personal
you,
personal experience with that happening to me, because I used to go to Catholic church when I was little. I did my first communion, and then like I got separated from that church, and I went to a, a Baptist church, a Christian church,
Mhm.
and I went there for like uh, a long time, like a long time. I stopped going when I was in seventh grade, and um, basically like peers from school who went to the Catholic church, they would like make fun of me. They're like, "Aren't you Catholic?" And I'm like, and at that point, like I learned a lot about the Christian, like the way Christians think
Mhm.
of faith, and a lot of ways Catholics think of it, and they're similar, but the way that people
certain stuff.
do certain
Yeah,
stuff is
that's
different.
like with a lot of religions. A lot of them are like similar, believe basically kind of the same generic stuff, but they just do things or worship things just differently.
Like yeah, like they the different denominations of the church. It's really yes, we all do believe in the same God.
Yeah.
It's just the way we run services and the
For
way
him, it's just different.
yes, like in the Christian faith, I know it's not frowned upon. It's like they don't believe that Jesus should be like pictured on
Oh
like
yeah.
paintings and like
Mhm.
on crosses like this. Like they don't. I don't know if they believe in that stuff or they just don't mess with it. But like that and your Chromebook died. I think your Chromebook died.
I think we're good though.
No,
But you don't have no charge on your Chromebook now, I guess.
yeah, because like I was telling you, like I had a lot of people tell me, like make fun of me because they're like, "Oh, you're going to a
Yeah,
Christian church,
yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah.
this, and that."
So when I was going to church school, I think in my seventh grade year, and I remember at our middle school we had FCA. What is it? What does it stand for? Something with like Christianity, but for like yeah, but for like kids. It was like in the morning, and I remember our like teacher for church school would say like, "Do not go there. Like it's bad. Those people are
Oh, I remember
bad.
someone telling
Like
me that shit.
if we see you wearing an FCA shirt, like." You're like, it was just like a what the yeah, I was just like, whoa, okay, like dang. But yeah,
I've definitely been finding my own faith by
yeah,
myself. Thankful to God. You know, I'm super faithful. It's just
I see
I
things like through a different like lens now. Like I feel like to a certain point, churches like they want you to believe what they want you to believe. But like once you like open your like, whoa, this is gonna sound weird, but like once you like open your like wings and like fly all by your own, like you see like you start seeing shit like on your own. Cause like I've been looking a lot into like different like Bibles and like the Bible and stuff, and some of it like does not look like some of it is like incomplete. Like there's certain parts in the Bible where it says this one thing and then like it skips to a different thing. So that's why I believe that there's missing books in the Bible.
Don't stay into the box that you're born in. Get out of it, and do your own research. Don't stay confined, and you'll
Book of
figure out.
Enoch.
Make your own decision. Make
I'm
your
not
own
gonna lie. I
decision.
thought Joy was just gonna speak some random like advice or something.
I'm about to go. No, but you could.
You cooked, bro. You cooked.
But yeah, just never trust people, bro. They always try to kind of like dance around things and are never for sure of themselves.
Chat. I appreciate this year. I appreciate the little podcast that we've had. We were supposed to have a
You
big
sound like we're about to
supper.
die, bro.
Well, I mean,
I appreciate everything.
we're about to leave.
Yes.
Chat. It's been a wonderful ride.
I lost my book bag.
This is it.
Thank you
This
for
is
being
it,
here.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
listening.
listening.
Probably our last time in this class. Thank you.
Yeah, it was appreciative. Thank you. That is crazy. We did it.